All right, y'all, let's get straight into it. It's almost 3 o'clock in the morning. Just came back from the studio, dropped a new track, exercised some of my shadow self once again. um, but let's talk about Sophia Rosing. Let's talk about Sophia Rosing. So, Sophia Rosing is a young Caucasian female student who was recorded physically assaulting a black student and referring to them as the N word. All right, with the hard R. All right. So Sophia's this is something that was publicized all over the internet, right? And fallout. Sophia's fallout is that she lost her job. However, the school has not removed her. She hasn't been dropped from the school. She hasn't been instructed to pay restitution to anti-hate groups. Her parents haven't been instructed to pay restitution to anti-hate groups. She hasn't been instructed to meet with any of the black leaders of the community and put on parade for the rest of the world to see in order for her to make amends for her mistake. This is probably and most likely largely in part to the ineffectiveness and the what's another word for this that I could use, the basically the black community doesn't have the same amount of power or concern for these issues as the Jewish community. I just think I'm trying to find the right words to say, because, like I said, my position and my purpose in life is not to be divisive. It is to bring people together. However, I will admit to the fact that I do have a particular care and concern that exceeds other concerns when it comes to my community. You know what I'm saying? So that in mind, I just find it incredible that these same groups of people don't express the same amount of care, concern, anger, outrage when it comes to our issues. More particularly, I am particularly upset by the fact that the members of our black community who have chosen to, tie Kyrie to the whipping post have not come out with the same fervor against these same actions. That being said, it's a lot that can change. It's a lot that can change for us to be more unified. It's a lot that can change for us to be more effective with how we address these issues. And we need to speak truth to power. And truth has to be allowed to be spoken without becoming offensive. For example, Isiah Washington. If you don't know who that is, Google him. Very famous black actor. He is experiencing a lot of problems right now. He's trying to put together positive movies that reflect positive images of African Americans, black people. He is expressed that it's almost impossible for him to find the funding from the same people who would rush into funding a movie about slavery or about gang banging or anything negative within our community is readily and willingly and enthusiastically invested in. While the things that could uplift us, teach us about ourselves, give us a sense of knowledge and sorry, my brain's working slow because it's 3 o'clock in the morning, guys. But give us a sense of knowledge and pride. Those movies are discounted, discouraged, and discarded. How do we address this without stating the obvious, right? These are two industries that are run mainly and large in part by one community. And if it becomes taboo to just speak the obvious and say, hey, this community is in control of this, and they are not promoting anything positive and only promoting all of the negative, and pose the question why, then what type of world are we living in, bro? Like, what type of world are we living in? I don't got much else to say, man, to be honest, because honestly, I'm getting tired of talking about this shit. It's draining. I really hope some new news comes out that I can discuss that is not related to this, but it seems to be the prevalent topic in all these social media posts and news posts and just any media format right now. So, that's it. I just think it's like we should see equality when it comes to these type of actions. And I think that the members of our community who rush to make their voices heard in defense of another community need to be equally as vocal when it comes to defending our own. And some of them have seemed to be that way, such as LeBron James. He's done things in the past that I had considered to be honorable, and then in a moment where I feel like he could have been useful, he kind of turned his back on Kyrie as he needed him, and I'm not saying anybody should throw themselves in front of a bullet, and, but I feel like at the very least he could have just said no comment, or at the most said, yeah, I think it was a foolish decision to share that video without understanding the full context. However, he has apologized for it, and I find the requirements being asked of him in order to return to the NBA excessive. Just something simple, or just say, he's apologized. I feel like we as human beings should hold space in our hearts for forgiveness and move on. You know what I mean? I really like to see our powerful community members unify in moments like this. You know what I'm saying? I'd really love to see it. What will it take? I don't know. Hopefully I could come on here and talk about some funny shit, some fun shit soon. I mean, I got a lot of music coming out. I got some exciting things happening, man. The people around me got exciting things happening. Life is just blooming and developing, and I'm so excited. I'm just so excited to see how life continues to unravel for me and my family. You know what I'm saying? And what I can do for this world and what I could do for this universe with my voice. Positively, you know what I'm saying? Because that's all I want to do. I just want to have a positive effect. Anyhow, y'all already know what it is. It's your boy Sense, Family Money, everything. Let's get it, baby. Whoa.